Alright you guys, I just wanted to make a quick video explaining what the recent modifications I've done to this car are. I went to a drift event recently, and to prepare it, I did a few things just to get more front end grip and stability as well as handling, but also angle. I just want to give the car a quick walk around. I'm starting from the back. Nothing special back here. The suspension, the entire rear end is completely stock. The only thing that's different or separate is the welded differential, which is welded in the four corners in the gears. The gears welded to the housing, and then a plate welded in the middle. It's straight piped, like I said in the other videos. What else? What else? Oops. It's just stripped out. Energy harness bar, bright seat with cord blue harnesses, energy quick release steering wheel system, Hurst pistol grip shift knob. Like I said, the cord blue harnesses, and the rest of the interior stripped out except the top portion of the dash. Alright, so let's get to the real part of this video. Okay, so up here is the real reason that this car is a little bit different from other stock IS300s. Apart from the rest of the car being completely stock, it has these 35mm spacers, where about 2 inches. The entire car is on lowering springs. Have these front upper control arms, which are made by Megan. And then over here, you can see the welds there. It's the front lower control arms. They are extended 1.5 inches by my buddies down at Pacific Speed in Pomona, California, as well as you can see there the welds there on the lower ball joint, which is also the steering knuckle. The lower ball joint has been shortened and it is set to 0 Ackerman, meaning it's completely straight instead of being at an angle like it was before. The problems I came across because of this setup were since the entire wheel assembly and what held the wheel on were pushed out another 1.5 inches, this tie rod end did not reach. And it was also extremely negative because of this lower control arm pushing the bottom portion of the wheel out 1.5 inches, which is why these came into play, because I was able to max positive camber on the top of the wheel, which made a lot less negative camber. But since the entire wheel was pushed out, this stock IS300 outer tie rods, or the tie rod ends, did not reach. You would run out of thread, I mean, to be able to adjust the toe. So what I did is I used GS300s, no matter what year, it doesn't matter, tie rod ends, to make up for that and make up for the 1.5 inches that it was extended. So these reach, and they have a lot of thread left to be able to have a decent amount of adjustability. Since I did those modifications, I did achieve a lot more angle. Let me see if I can get a quick shot of it. Okay, so here's the wheel completely cut to the right. As you can see, it is a decent amount of angle for this level of drift car and my level of experience drifting. As well as adding angle. Like I said, it added a lot more traction up in the front, a lot better control, and adding control in the front end of a drift car makes you be able to keep control in the rear, being able to throw out the weight of the rear end into corners and things like that. So that's the setup. doing things like this, I wouldn't say the cheap way, but just a different route for you people that see these angle kits. And I mean, you're not going to achieve as much angle, as much handling, as much, well, as much as anything that you would get from the angle kits that are made from production, like from Figs Engineering, which is an extremely good, extremely reputable, just amazing company to have. But I mean, I didn't have the money for this, for that, I mean. So I used this, did some research, figured out where I needed to cut, where I needed to extend, what certain angles, what certain cuts and certain lengths of extension would do, and this is what I came up with. This is what works for me for now, and this is what I guess my skill level and what the car asked for. I'm a strong believer in not making modifications in the car because of what other people do. I know a lot of people will just start buying random things to drift before they even get before they're even adrift the car, and it's solid. I mean, it's solid. It's stock form. So what I recommend is weld your diff, go to a track, and drift the car stock. Once you feel there are certain limitations to you because of the car setup, that's when you start making different modifications. I feel like for now this is good. Eventually, I do want to stiffen up the suspension. Obviously, coilovers, roll cage just to stiffen up the chassis, and things like that. Other than that, not too many ridiculous plans for this. I do want to make it so it doesn't look like trash 24/7, but that's about it. If you have any questions, leave a comment below, like, subscribe. I'm not even sure if I'm going to upload this to YouTube. I might just put it on Facebook for all the IS300 brothers and sisters. So yeah, if you have any questions about anything else on this car, please feel free to ask, because I know this is the kind of stuff I wanted to know when I was starting drifting. So like I said, any information you want, I'll feel happy. I'll feel extremely happy just to let you know other specifications and things like that. So yeah.